pastor, or is he a pastor?
Yeah, Pastor.
Yeah, Pastor Keion Henderson. Now, I've seen that.
And who is he married to?
He's married to Shani O'Neal from Love.
Shani X O'Neal.
Shani X O'Neal from Basketball Wives. She was a producer of the show, but she was like Diddy.
She used to be married to Shaq.
Yeah, she was married to Shaq. She's like a Diddy type producer. Like she was all up in the video, all up in the club, all up in the show with her.
Was she all in the baby world?
No, she wasn't in the baby world. But she was on Basketball Wives, and she was a producer of the show. So
okay.
you know, her famous saying is, "Thank you for your services." She told me, yeah. So that's what she's doing.
All I watch is Tubi, right?
Yeah. Okay. But I think that's what she said. Thank you for your service, and that's what you remember for. Okay. So her husband, he was doing. It's a man. He just keep going viral for the wrong reasons.
Okay.
So he was talking about Haiti and why Haiti is dealing with poverty right now.
Yeah.
It's because of voodoo, and he was saying that you bring those spirits in, and that's what actually paraphrasing what he said. He's saying that, but basically that they're not getting their blessings based on
because they practice voodoo.
Because they practice voodoo, which is an African religion, which it does have some type of form of respect. I haven't studied voodoo, so I don't know exactly, but I know that a lot of African religions came over and they have different types of spirituality. I know that a lot of people, when they came over from Africa, the thing is, the condemnation of like certain religions from Africa was condemned by European culture. Yeah. And a lot of times, people see certain things and it's like, it's scary and it's evil because it's something different, something outside of Christianity. Yeah. So religion is one of the things that have actually offed, I can't say the word that we all use, have actually offed more people than anything else. Yeah. And then when I'm watching the whole thing, and because we're going to talk about something else that he said too. Okay. So I'm watching the whole thing and I'm cringing because all of a sudden, and I don't know if anything correlates, but it's like let's hate Haitian people season. Yeah, with everything with the presidential election and all that. And it's not, and I have a lot of Haitian friends. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And even being from Jamaica, we're supposed to not like Haitian people, you know what I'm saying? Because Jamaica's Haitian damn mistake. Y'all got beef. Yeah, if you're Jamaican, they always talk about Haitian people. Like growing up, I just remember a lot of that prejudice. We're gonna get into that. Yeah, that prejudice was always taught to you like Haitian people, like they don't like Haitian people. A lot of Jamaican people don't like Haitians. So I just know that ever since the whole thing with Trump and what he said about the Haitians were eating the cats, eating the dogs, they eating the cats. Eating the cat. Eating the cat. Yeah. So ever since that came out, it's just been a big forget Haitian people thing. Yeah. It's just been a. And he said if he gets in office, he said he's gonna deport them, right? Well, he's not gonna deport all Haitians. Well, he's gonna deport the ones in Springfield. Yeah, he's gonna deport the ones in Springfield because the ones that eat the dogs. And I think that they're not actually eating the dogs. Okay. But I think that a lot of it too. There's a big thing right now on deportation and foreigners. Like there's a big thing. Illegal immigration. Of the darker skin. Yeah, because I'm not seeing anything about any European immigrants. Yeah, go back to what I said about the Diddy. But go ahead. Yeah, but I'm not seeing anything about any. But I'm just saying that's like I said. There are separate occasions when you can use race. Yeah. Because if it's actually. I just did that because I knew it was gonna be. Yeah. Because you just sound like a N-word. Like everything. Go ahead. Okay, so I just think that right now we're in a time where everybody was against Haitians. I just keep seeing all this stuff about against Haitians. And he was talking about, I just saw that was like totally unnecessary to his sermon. Yeah. To bring in, I just don't like a lot of. So basically he's saying because of the voodoo, the practice of voodoo or whatever, in which he considers a sin, that's why they so what does he have to say about this country and some of the churches in this country? Well, because there's a lot of stuff that goes on in these churches. Yeah, especially with these preachers and taking advantage of people based on the fact that they want to show how powerful they are. taking advantage of these little girls, taking advantage of these little boys too.
Yeah, and wasn't a situation when was it the hurricane or something like that, or flood or something in Texas with Joel Osteen, and he wouldn't open up his church or whatever. But I mean, he's still thriving, right?
But the thing is, I think that what's his name,
Henderson.
Keion Henderson. He is and a lot of preachers, a lot of mega church preachers are big capitalists.
Yeah.
Like capitalism is their thing, right?
Yeah.
And we live in a capitalist society. And I'm not saying that I'm not a capitalist, because sometimes you do want to know your worth.
Yeah.
So you do want to make sure that you're working hard. You want to make money, and making money and understanding your worth is a big part of being American.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes when you get, like the Bible says, they said the love of money is the root of all evil.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's exactly what it says. People say money is the root of all evil, but it's the love of money that's the root of all evil.
Yeah.
So I think that a lot of times, when I listen to his sermon and listen to what he said, he makes sure he keep it about being rich. And because that goes into the other part of what he said.
And he's a Christian and he practices Christianity, right? And this is like no judge. I'm not judge, because it's not my place to judge nobody. So I don't want y'all to think like, oh, judge. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think this has nothing to do with Christianity. I think this is more his character.
Yeah, but if you profess yourself as a Christian, you should be more welcoming, more edifying.
Yes, but I don't think like I said, I don't think this has nothing to do with his religion per se. I think this has more to do with his character.
Well, I mean, if you do it
because there's a lot of other preachers that would not say that, or would agree with me saying that wasn't necessary what he said. So I don't think it has to do with religion. I think that's the character of the person, because that's not something. He's not discussing something out of the Bible. Nowhere in the Bible did it say the reason why Haiti's in the situation Haiti's in is because Haiti's situation is because of France. You know what I'm saying? So and I don't want to get into a whole historical point of it.
Maybe you should. A lot of people don't know their history.
Yeah.
Unless it's on Instagram.
Yeah, look it up. But Haiti is in the situation they're in now is because of France. And it has a lot
pretty soon when they
it has a lot to do with money. And it has a lot to do with supremacy.
Yeah, pretty soon when they rewrite
because it's crazy how the Dominican Republic is right here and Haiti's right here.
When they rewrite the books, they'll rewrite it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that. What was I saying? You made me lose my train of thought. I was saying that.
You say that the reason why Haiti is in the predicament.
Yeah, the reason why Haiti is in the predicament is I'm saying that what he said didn't really have anything to do with the Bible. He was just trying to say a quick plug and something. He was trying to go viral, which he did, because it wasn't a biblical lesson. Because nowhere in the Bible it said Haiti's in the situation that.
Yeah, but my thing is,
but you're relating back to Christianity.
But he's doing it during the service. It's not like he's on a podcast or he's doing an interview for himself and he brought it up. I mean, you in a Christian setting and you doing that. So,
but I feel like you're being a little hard on Christianity based on the comment of one person. Because you said he's a Christian, because you keep saying he's a Christian, because it's just like saying somebody white and they said something like, well, that's how the white people be, you know what I'm saying? Or just like saying somebody black says something like, well, that's how black people be, you know what I'm saying? But you say that's Christian. I don't think every Christian thinks like that.
No, I know that.
Yeah, but I'm saying that you're focusing a lot on the religion.
But he's supposed to be the leader of the church.
He's the leader of one church only. And that he doesn't represent all of Christianity.
I understand that.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out.
Yeah, I truly understand that.
Yeah, what was your point?
My point is the setting that he's doing it in. I think it's just a bad representation
of his character.
Yeah, you may look at it like that,
but you are basing this all of Christianity.
I'm not basing this on it, but you may look at it like that. But a lot of people may look at it like, hey, this is what Christians, like they always say, one bad apple can spoil the whole bunch, and people can see that. Might want to go to church, and they were like, well, I'm going to church and go to a Christian church or whatever. I just think it's a bad representation for Christianity.
That's just one preacher, though.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, and then the other thing that he said, because you know what I'm saying, we don't want to stay too long on that. You know what I'm saying, because what he said was kind of simple too. He was just basically saying, and I can paraphrase it a little bit. He was just basically saying that do for the poor, that's not going to grant you back anything. It's not going to bless you. Doing for the poor doesn't bless you. So basically,
what you supposed to? What?
But what blesses you is giving tithes to the church. That's what he said. That sounds like somebody that need money. Because remember how he was acting when the church.
What?
Yeah, he said all of that, man. He said all of that. And I'm paraphrasing it, but that's pretty much what he said. That's pretty much what he said.
That's just like, that goes against like morals and everything.
But
in a Christian church.
But I'm saying he's just one preacher, and I'm saying that's just basic.
He's one preacher of how many people though?
I can't remember. I just.
You have a lot of people that follow him that think like that. So he's an influence.
Yeah, and they think like that, but they don't really live. They're not even rich. Like a lot of them not even rich, but they think like that for their preacher. Because, dude, you saw what happened when I wrote something about him on Facebook. The dude cussed me out and basically told me that he a good preacher and I'm stupid. And I think I'm funny, making fun. And I'm not even making fun.
So do you think that's kind of like cultish?
Yeah, it is. Well, religion is cultish, right? But I think that, but we have a worship gene inside of us, right? It's something that makes human beings want to worship something. We're always looking for something that is higher than us. So it's not always cultish, but it can be. It can be presented that way. That there's no, because I remember there was this one person that was doing something in the church back in the day, and and somebody in Cleveland too. He was doing something crazy with younger, never mind. And I remember the church was on him, on the people that was talking about what he was doing, and then come to find out it was true. So it was some truth to what he was doing. So sometimes, people need to stop following a person and following. Following the beliefs or following what because a lot of people worship preachers.
You're not supposed to put all your faith in the man anyway. You're supposed to do your own. Even though you're in the church and you have a pastor, which is supposed to be a leader, you're supposed to do your own research. You're supposed to do.
Yeah, because
you have your own understanding.
You're still supposed to believe in that person, and you're still supposed to have faith that that person is doing the right thing.
Yeah.
But you can't blindside yourself into feeling that this is the end all be all, and this is like everything they say is right.
Yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you on that.
Yeah. So that's pretty much all I saw from him, and it was exhausting just watching.
Man, help people out. That's